Hello, you're watching the English News Bulletin on QPVN channel. I'm Châu Nguyễn and now let me keep you up to date with the headlines. Party General Secretary Tô Lâm visits Cà Mau and An Giang provinces. Workshop promotes women's participation in UN peacekeeping operations. Vietnam and Czech Republic augment cooperation in technology and renewable energy. On November the 19th, Party General Secretary Tô Lâm visited military units and worked with the party committees and authorities of Cà Mau and An Giang provinces. General Phan Văn Giang, Minister of National Defense, joined the delegation. At Hòn Khoai Island Cluster in Đất Mũi Commune, Cà Mau Province, the delegation inspected progress on two major projects, including the road to Hòn Khoai Island and the dual-use Hòn Khoai General Port. Implemented by the Navy, Corps 12 and Cà Mau Province, both projects were launched on August 19, 2025. These strategic developments are vital for sustainable growth and for strengthening defense and security in Vietnam's southernmost waters. General Secretary Tô Lâm expressed satisfaction with the project's progress and urged ministries, local authorities, and contractors to promptly address obstacles and uphold the spirit of Uncle Ho's soldiers to exceed planned targets. He also visited and presented gifts to Hòn Khoai Bodyguard Station of the Cà Mau Bodyguard Command, Radar Station 595 of Neighbor Region 5, the Forest Ranger Unit, and the Lighthouse Station of Hòn Khoai. Offered incense at Hòn Khoai Uprising Memorial and planted commemorative trees. During his working session in Thổ Châu Special Zone, General Secretary Tô Lâm requested An Giang Province to enhance coordination with the Ministry of National Defense, Ministry of Public Security, and relevant agencies to finalize the master plan for sustainable development of the Thổ Châu Special Zone in association with National Defense Security. He called for strengthening the two-tier local administration, developing stable residential areas, upgrading the island's ring road and other essential infrastructure. He also assigned the Ministry of National Defense to studying the feasibility of a dual-use airport and upgrading two dual-use ports to support maritime logistics, aiming to turn Thổ Châu into a strategic stronghold within the southwestern defense posture, forming a triangle with Phu Quoc and Hòn Khoai. On this occasion, General Secretary Tô Lâm and the delegation offered flowers and incense in tribute to President Hồ Chí Minh and fallen heroes at Thổ Châu Temple, presented a statue of President Hồ Chí Minh to local authorities and residents, and delivered gifts to Regiment 152 and Thổ Chu Bodyguard Station. Also, in the morning of November the 19th in Dubai, Senior Lieutenant General Hoàng Xuân Chiến, Deputy Defense Minister, attended the opening ceremony of the Representative Office of VIET Group in the United Arab Emirates. The event saw the attendance of Vietnamese Ambassador to the UAE, Nguyễn Thành Điệp, and representatives of the UAE Ministry of Defense. Speaking at the ceremony, Senior Lieutenant General Hoàng Xuân Chiến affirmed that VIET's representative office in United Arab Emirates is a vivid demonstration of the good relationship between the two sides, realizing the commitment between the two countries and the two ministries of national defense. It also intensifies bilateral relations with practical activities in the fields of technology, industry, and digital transformation. Senior Lieutenant General Hoàng Xuân Chiến voiced his belief that VIET's presence in UAE would bring benefits to both countries, opening up many new cooperation opportunities in the fields of telecommunications, technology transfer, training of high-skilled human resources, as well as strengthening cooperation in the fields of defense, security, and digital economy. Senior Lieutenant General Hoàng Xuân Chiến highlighted that the Ministry of National Defense of Vietnam always cares for and supports and creates all conditions for VIETel to continue developing strongly, encourages the expansion of international cooperation on the basis of equality and mutual benefits. At the opening ceremony, representatives of VIET Group and the UAE partner signed a memorandum of understanding and a letter of intent, creating a solid foundation for the two sides to carry out cooperation activities in the coming time. Earlier, Senior Lieutenant General Han Sun-chin received Mr. Henry Turnbull, Director of Astor Defense, a partner of the General Department of Defense Industry of Vietnam. Within the framework of the ASEAN-China Young Officer Exchange in China 2025, on November the 19th, the delegation of young officers of ASEAN countries, including Vietnam, visited the Army Engineering University of the People's Liberation Army of China in Nanjing City, Jiangsu Province. Here, the young officers of ASEAN militaries were briefed on the tradition, research and training orientation, as well as the strength of the People's Liberation Army Engineering University, including such majors as information and communication, engineering, and artillery. The delegation also participated in a field trip to research rooms, simulation lecture halls, and met with lecturers and cadets of the units. Earlier, the delegation toured some scenic spots and learned about the local culture of Nanjing City. On November the 19th in Hanoi, the Vietnam Department of Peacekeeping Operations and the Australian Department of Defense co-held an experience-sharing workshop on women, peace and security. The event gathered representatives from Vietnam, Australia, Laos, Cambodia, delegates from UN agencies and foreign embassies in Vietnam. With the theme Recruitment and Retention, Support Mechanisms to Enhance Women's Meaningful Participation in the Military, this year's workshop focused on in-depth discussions on recruitment, pre-deployment preparation, post-mission retention, gender mainstreaming in operational planning, and personnel support experience. Delegates highly valued Vietnam's contributions to the women, peace and security agenda, especially the practical insights shared by Vietnamese female peacekeepers at UN missions. The event is an annual activity within the Vietnam-Australia Peacekeeping Partnership, contributing to strengthening defense cooperation and promoting the full, safe and meaningful participation of women in UN peacekeeping operations. In Quảng Ninh, a joint delegation of border guard commands from 4 Vietnamese provinces of Quảng Ninh, Lạng Sơn, Cao Bằng, and Tuyên Quang, and a delegation of Guangxi Immigration Inspection General Station of China held talks yesterday. In recent years, both sides have strengthened coordination in border gate security management, streamlined entry and exit procedures, and ensured public order in border gate areas. From November 2024 to October 2025, authorities handled 198 cases involving the organization of illegal entry and exit, and 72 cases related to smuggling and trade fraud. In the coming time, both sides will continue to enhance information exchange, coordinate closely in disease prevention and control, strengthen the management and inspection of entry-exit traffic to facilitate cross-border activities, effectively combat transnational crimes, and reinforce measures for managing and protecting the border areas. Coming up next, Vietnam and Czech Republic augment cooperation in technology and renewable energy. Vietnamese Business Forum held in Australia. President of the Senate of the Czech Republic, Milo Vyštil, attended and delivered a speech at a meeting with the Vietnamese and Czech businesses in Ho Chi Minh City on November the 18th as part of his official visit to Vietnam. In his remarks, Mr. Milo Vyštil hoped that the two countries would further strengthen their friendly and cooperative relationship in different fields, especially such activities of their interest as technology and renewable energy. Businesses of the two countries would also coordinate more successfully in the fields of investment, trade, production, and business. There will soon be direct flights between Vietnam and the Czech Republic. Representing the business community of Vietnam and the Ho Chi Minh City, Ms. Cao Thị Phi Vân, Deputy Director of the Ho Chi Minh City Trade and Investment Promotion Center, said that the city especially wishes to cooperate with Czech businesses to invest in the fields of high technology, transport, infrastructure, seaports, logistics, healthcare, education, and culture. The same day in Melbourne City, Australia, the Vietnam's Ministry of Industry and Trade, Embassy and Trade Office in Australia organised a Vietnamese Business Forum. Currently, Vietnam's economy maintains high growth, with import and export continuing to be the driving force, with a turnover of some $762 billion in 10 months, of which Vietnam-Australia bilateral trade reached $11.5 billion. Promoting intellectual resources and overseas Vietnamese entrepreneurs is an important task in the 2025-2030 period, especially in the fields of high technology, clean energy, manufacturing, semiconductors, and AI. The Vietnam-Australia relationship has flourished over recent times. We hope to contribute some efforts, especially by applying technology to improve the quality of goods originating from Vietnam and Australia to promote trade between the two countries. The promotion of new technologies to clarify the origin of products from both countries will help fight against counterfeiting and improve the quality and efficiency of Vietnam-Australia import-export products. At the forum, overseas Vietnamese businessmen shared practical experiences and proposed solutions to increase connections between domestic and foreign enterprises, promoting an open and sustainable investment environment. There remains a lot of potential for Vietnamese businesses to develop in Australia. I believe that the target of $20 billion in turnover between Australia and Vietnam will be achieved in the near future, which is very close to the level of relationship between the two countries as a comprehensive strategic partnership. Minister Nguyễn Hồng Diên thanked overseas Vietnamese businessmen for their responsibilities and practical contributions and asked Vietnamese representative agencies in Australia to continue connecting and supporting the Vietnamese community. He also hoped overseas Vietnamese businessmen would continue to consult and contribute to social economic development policies, digital transformation, innovative and green economy. Amidst the majestic northwest mountains, Lai Châu is home to 20 ethnic groups. Each contributes a distinct cultural color to this land. In the era of integration, local residents have persistently preserved and promoted cultural values and heritage of their ancestors, turning culture into strength and a solid foundation for the sustainable development of the locality. Thanks to the joint efforts of local people, Sin Suối Hồ village in Sin Suối Hồ commune, Lai Châu province, has become the best community-based tourism destination of 2025. Traditional wooden houses, the sounds of hand flutes, dances, and cuisine have now become a tourism brand, helping promote culture of Hmong people to visitors. Coming to our village, visitors can experience traditional handicraft, admire the vibrant traditional costumes made by Hmong artisans, and enjoy local specialties. In Than Uyên commune, a tent singing and sing lute club organizes summer classes for children who love their ethnic culture. Through hands-on learning, traditional songs and dances are revived, spreading pride and awareness on preserving their cultural heritage. I'm very happy to learn Than dances and Thai songs. Hopefully, in the future, I can teach these to others so everyone loves their ethnic culture. On June 27, 2025, the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism issued Decision number 2175, officially recognizing Sanya Ka performance and Hanyi Sue dance of the Hanyi people as national intangible cultural heritage. Not only honoring these heritage treasures, it also opens opportunities to develop tourism associated with sustainable cultural preservation. This year, we implement the two-tier local government model for the first time. The commune has developed a plan and organized the Hanyi Ethnic Cultural Festival to both preserve cultural values and promote tourism development. In the trend of integration, Sin Suối Hồ bustles with visitors, singing echoes from classrooms in Than Uyên, and vibrant Hanyi festivals light up the border commune in Thu Lũng. Together, they paint a beautiful picture of a dynamic Lai Châu rich in cultural identity. Preserving culture is not only safeguarding the past, it is sowing seeds for the future. ensuring that amidst modern life, the sound of GIANG, square dance, and ethnic melodies continue to resonate across the vast Northwest Mountains. And that's all for now. Remember, you can always watch the news again at QPVN.vn. And thank you for watching, and hope to see you next time.